Hello everyone! Welcome back to another 2v2 battle. I'm playing as the Empire. My ally is the Vampire Counts who are facing off against the Beastmen and the Greenskins. I wanted to try a variation of the Pike and Shot with the free companies, so I have 3 free companies in the front. We have 4 handgunners, 1 Light Wizard, Carfrons on a horse, 2 cannons, 7 halberdiers, 3 on this side, 3 on this side, and then 1 in the middle. My ally here, the Vampire Counts, has a Skeletal Warrior, a Graveguard with Great Weapon, a Vampire Lord, a Crypt Horror, a Bat, a Terrorgeist, a Banshee, a Blood Knight, a Direwolf, and a Vargulf. Honestly, with this composition, it looks like this person's just trying out units instead of just building an army, but I don't know, maybe that's just the way they like to go. They just like 1 person each. Over here for the Beastmen, we have Vanguard deployed, 2 Citagors with great weapons, 2 Poison Puppies. Then we also have a lot of Ungor Herd. So we have some Herd with spears on the sides, then Ungor Herds with the axes and shields, Ungor Raiders, a Gorbul, Malachor the Dark Omen, 2 Minotaurs with great weapons, 1 on each flank. And then for the Greenskins, we have 3 Savage Orcs, 3 Orc Biggins, 3 Orc Boys, Grimgor, and a Goblin Big Boss. Then over here we have 3 Goblin Wolf Riders and 2 Orc Boar Boy Biggins. My cannons are going to be focusing on a Gorbul and the Minotaurs as they approach our lines. And seeing the high amount of cav that they have, we're going to be changing the position of our halberdiers pretty quickly. These units are going to get pulled back into a line like this. And the Blood Knights and the Puppy with the Dire Wolves are going to be going out here to meet the cav. I'm going to send out Carfrons and a group of halberdiers as well. Cannons still firing at the Minotaurs as they approach. But you can see there are so many units coming around us. And at this point I'm slightly worried because I'm like, man, they can create a lot of issues with this kind of non-mobile force. But here goes the Puppy, backed up by little puppies. And they're going to get into the Poison Hounds. Again, I'm going to be sending Carl over here. He's going to try and intercept these Goblin Wolf Riders that are coming over the hill, as the Blood Knights are going to be charging the Poison Warhounds. Here come the Citagors with the great weapons with the counter charge. And then the Goblin Wolf Riders behind them, including Carl. A group of halberdiers is marching down the hill to try and assist this fight. Meanwhile, back over here, we have some Minotaurs with great weapons getting through the halberdiers, just running right through them and getting into the cannons behind them. I'm going to try and assign this group of handgunners to shoot into them. Meanwhile, the rest of their lines are coming up here. I have a net of Amatok here to try and deter them from marching through the center. Meanwhile, the Orcs are going to be piling in against these forces over here, along with the Ungor Herds. We just have a lot of fire coming from these handgunners and the free company into these Orc Biggins. The rest of the Greenskins are going to be marching around this net of Amatok. These skeletons actually walked into the free company, so they have no line of sight, and I did not realize this in the battle. But here comes Grimgor and the rest of his horde. Back here with the cav battle, the Blood Knights have taken a lot of damage at this point, I believe. In fact, they may be almost dead. Yeah, the Blood Knights are almost dead because of all of the cav that has been thrown at them. The dog, the puppy is still okay. Carl Franz is starting to take some damage because he's in the middle of a lot of units. And then my halberdier is going to be coming down there as well. Here comes some bats to join the fray. One of my great cannons are destroyed, but that group of Minotaurs we are currently routing, but they will come back. And you can see all these units just start to come through. And I'm like, uh-oh. That's a lot of units. And here comes Grimgor. I'm trying to run away my Light Wizard. Cygor throwing the rocks over here. Throwing in some halberdier units to try and hold back the tide of the Greenskins. Grimgor and the Goblin Big Boss are chasing my Light Wizard. Trying to throw in some more halberdiers to pull back my Riflemen as well. My Vanguard count player here is tied up into this fight against this Gorbul and these mix of Beastmen and Greenskins. I'm trying to give him support with our guns nearby. You see more units falling into the net of Amatok just because I overcast it, so it was going to be on the field for a long time. The catfight at this point is mostly wrapped up. The puppy is still the only one left. My halberdier group is still there. Well, actually, two of them, and Karl Franz. But the units are trying to disengage, and they're coming around the flank into the rear, and I don't really have too much left to intercept them. I'm just trying to get as many fields of fire down with my handgunners and riflemen, or free militia. But here come these Orkboar Biggins. And I don't really have much to stop them. I'm throwing some halberdiers this way, but they are not going to make it in time, so these people are going to get charged. So I cast Phase Protection from the Light Wizard to try and increase their melee defense, to try and keep them alive as long as possible as they take this charge. Free Company Militia getting some shots in along with these handgunners. Now here comes the Gorbel, because the vampire line is now collapsed. So now I have to deal with the rest of the greenskins over here. Actually, no, they still have their grave guard. These skeletal warriors are starting to collapse, but they are still alive. Vampire Lord is taking a lot of damage. Dire Bats are taking a lot of damage. You can see Karl Franz is right here currently fighting against, I believe, Grimgor. Or no, a Goblin Big Boss, but Grimgor is on his way, so that's going to be kind of a bad situation for Karl Franz. Still trying to throw in whatever I can to halt the greenskins. There are a lot of them, along with the Beastmen. And here come the Centaurs. That was some kind of explosion spell from Malagor the Dark Omen. Trying to finishing off my Vampire Count ally. I'm just trying to withdraw our units as much as possible so they can get more shots in. Here comes some Savage Orcs. There's just so many units at this point. Like, I can't stop them all. There's just too many. Karl Franz is getting out of the fight because he is almost dead. They just had a very mobile force, and so it's been giving me a lot of problems so far. This Gorbel also is giving me a ton of problems. It's taking out my Light Wizard currently. Not much I can do to stop it. Halberdier is doing what they can, trying to hold off the greenskins and the beastmen at the same time. And you can see we just have handgunners and Free Company everywhere trying to do what they can. Now this Free Company is about to get recharged by these Savage Orcs. Trying to pull them out, but there's really nothing to intercept these Savage greenskins. But I am getting shots at them from these handgunners, which honestly is not the best unit to fire, but it's what I have left nearby. Give you an above view of what's going on. We have a couple Halberdier groups still holding up multiple groups over here. We have a Vampire Count Banshee sitting right there. Still a group of handgunners over here. I believe they're shooting into whatever they can. I think they're shooting into these Savage Orcs, or will be shortly. Karl Franz again is almost dead. This group of handgunners, or Free Company, I did not actually pull back into the fight because I didn't see them. So they're just going to kind of stay out there. And yeah, you can see it's not looking super good for us at this moment. Halberdiers running for their lives. Handgunners trying to do what they can. At this point, I charge Karl Franz in there for one last hurrah. So I'm seeing where this battle is going, and it's not going to a victory. But then I do try to pull him out there, but he's going to die. He's going to get charged with these Orc boys, and that's going to be the end of him. The Vampire Lord crumbles, Vargulf's going to crumble, and then our army is going to shatter to the Green Tide and the Beastmen. So good game to my opponents and to my ally. It was a very mobile force. I did not have much to stop them. The net of Amatok is not as big as it used to be, so it's not as, quite frankly, not as overpowered as it used to be, because honestly, it was pretty much overpowered. This is really odd. This person had no name. I don't know why. I guess you can just have no name as a Steam name. I didn't even know you could do that. But anyway, my kill series 69 on Karl Franz. Only one on the White Wizard because he wasn't supposed to be in combat. My Halberdiers for the most, well, half my halberdiers did pretty good. The other half did not. Free Company Militia did okay here and there. Handgunners did okay here and there. And the Great Cannons also did okay. For my ally, we have 61 kills on the Vampire Lord, 25 on the Banshee, 103 on the Graveguard, pretty good. 92 on the Blood Knights. Those were to be against the puppies, the Chaos Poison puppies. 8 on the Bats, not amazing. Cryptoros also not amazing. Vargo got 38, and the Terra guys managed to eke out 90. Let's see, for our greenskin player here, 44 for Grimgore is really good. Their front, they tore through everything, really, for the most part. So they got a high amount of kills across the board. And then the Beastmen, same thing, I think. Except for their puppies, but I think they routed, but they still had a lot of their hit points left. This group of Minotaurs did really well. This group got shut down by, I believe, the Great Cannons on their charge to my army. But yeah, they just had a lot more numbers than us and a lot more of a mobile force that could get around the halberdiers and into the soft Free Company and handgunners. So again, good game to my opponents and to my ally. I hope you enjoyed the variation of the Pike and Shot with the Free Company. I thought about doing all Free Company Militia, and maybe I'll give that a try next time for the Pike and Shot, to just have still obviously the halberdiers because they're the Pike component, and then just have nothing but Free Company. The problem is there's really not much armor piercing in that army, but it can still be fun. I haven't really given the Free Company that much love, like their kind of own video, so maybe I'll do it next time for that. Anyway, leave your suggestions below what you'd like to see, and I will see you all next time. Take care.